9:44 p.m. Thursday, December 17th, 2020, episode number 387. That's not right.
387 would be crazy.
Episode number 837 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Really bent that space-time again.
It just happens sometimes. What's the difference?
What is it? It's comedy. When you're laughing, you don't know what time it is. It's like a casino. There's no clocks when you're laughing.
Yeah,
because
comedy.
It's real. It's
comedy. Comedy casino.
Comedy casino with Seth and Jonathan. Oh yeah, dude. Comedy casino. America through the eyes of two Americans.
Holiday
Thank you
episode.
So much. Thank you for joining us for nearly the last 15 years. Thank you for joining us for all of 2020 as we bid farewell to the strangest of years, and we welcome 2021 with open arms.
Yes,
with arms wide open.
Wide open. Let me start with something that I actually didn't get to in the prior episode.
Okay.
The Democratic-controlled House of Representatives.
Oh, you want to get political?
We're going to just jump right into some hot topics.
All right.
The House of Reps passed legislation that legalized marijuana at a federal level. We did it. We legalized it. We Peter Toshed it, finally.
Legalize it.
Now, despite the fact that a majority of Americans support legalization,
like literally everybody,
the bill is very unlikely to pass the Republican-controlled Senate.
That's it?
That's it.
That's politics.
That's it.
You win some, you lose some.
Well, you just win it and then you lose
them
it.
all.
You win some and then you lose it.
You lose them all. Can we smoke weed, please, you fucking herbs? What the fuck?
Could we at least just let some people out of jail?
Let them all out of jail. Let every person, female, male, that is incarcerated for anything that has to do with marijuana, unless you strangled somebody to death with the marijuana.
With the
like
marijuana.
A brick. Like the pillow that you put over your wife's head was filled with ganja, you have to stay. But if the pillow was filled and you only took a little butt out and gave it to her,
you're out.
You're out. No, weed's bad. We're square. Come on, man.
It's oppressive.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I saw some fucking thing. Some guy's fucking got a lawyer and he's suing because he's riding on the 101 with his kids, and there's so many marijuana billboards and shit for that I'm a fucking baby. Like he has two teenagers. This was not supposed to be allowed. Really, narc dad? This poor kid. When everyone at school finds out it was his dad that filed the lawsuit.
But what about the Remy Martin fucking, billboard you're driving by?
What about the Remy Martin?
Dad?
That's an attorney, which you come in. Sir, as you pass these billboards, on your drive, we followed you. Look at this Remy Martin ad.
What about the cognac ads?
Is that okay? So many cognac ads on my way to work.
This wasn't
you
supposed to...
fucking narc, dad. Just chill. Big fucking deal. No, they weren't supposed to be able to do this. I'm a dad. So you went and got a fucking attorney? You psychopath? That's like the fucking guys that are like, ladies' night, they get in for free? Well, that's... What? What? I'm filing a lawsuit. I'm a fucking loser. Same fucking loser.
They're super...
They're everywhere.
And also like terrible ads. It's
totally.
like
I'm down
somehow
with it too.
it's like if you could make a billboard on your home computer
ban
and
all billboard. And I'm talking Remy Martin.
I'm saying Remy Martin, all the weed ones.
Yeah.
No, but it's
all.
terrible. They're between here and Palm Springs. Not to be that guy.
Are they really just?
It is just. I am not joking.
You're shaking your head at each one. What are they just? Are
this
they
isn't
advertising
supposed
the
to be like
dispensary or the weed?
Dispensaries.
Turn here for a good time.
There's a couple of brands.
Need a lift?
A lot of them are just
Okay.
Green Dragon Head,
like Green Dragon Head gummy gums.
4 miles from here.
Yeah, 4 miles to paradise.
But fuck, I guess.
Fuck, man, we're close.
Makes money.
Hey, new studies telling me that people with Neanderthal DNA, ancestry, I should say. I don't think I've mentioned this. We're more susceptible to pain.
Oh, I didn't know if it was more susceptible or if it was more resistant
Resilient.
or
For me,
resilient,
for me,
or if it was just that we've determined that you feel it differently.
What it is that it just shows how strong I am. Because even though with my DNA I should
with
be
your extra sensitivity, so you're like
but even the fact that I can even go beyond what a normal human
overcoming that
without the DNA means I'm twice the
man,
twice the man, the caveman that you are.
So you take you right over an open flame,
right over the candle.
So wait a second,
right there.
Neanderthals feel pain more.
Yeah, more sensitive. The
more acute
chemistry, more acute.
So you have not only overcome your Neanderthal tendencies with the pain, but then you've gone even further because you've surpassed the average non-Neanderthal human.
Yeah, which that's where the true testament, where the studies come in, where they want to
want to actually put you in the lab.
Yeah, they want me to have a baby. He doesn't seem to have a problem. He's side saddle. He's watching a show.
Having a baby.
He's having a baby. I love that movie. He's having a baby.
Yeah.
It's really. I mean, I don't want to front, and I'm not here to just because point fingers at women like because I'm just like chilling.
Yeah.
What's he doing? He's down on one elbow? Is he posing? Yeah, he's just chilling. He's having a baby.
He's binging and having a baby.
He's binging and having a baby. What? Speaking of Seth, I don't think we've ever in all this time talked about the Seth material. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The what?
The Seth material.
I don't know what that is.
It's known. Yeah, I don't think we've ever really gotten into this.
It's a scientific thing?
The Seth material is a collection of writing dictated by Jane Roberts to her husband from late 1963 until her death in 1984. Roberts claimed that the words were spoken by a discarnate entity named Seth. The material is regarded as one of the cornerstones of New Age philosophy. It's the most influential channeled text of the post-World War II New Age movement. The Seth books, as they're called, are instrumental in bringing the idea of channeling to a broad public audience. I think after...
We're going to read it in its entirety tonight.
With my eyes closed, and by reading, I mean...
Channeling.
Rechanneling. Rechanneling from what I did originally. It's amazing after a decade and a half that really it's time for us to talk about where I've been coming from comedically or psychologically.
Yeah, cosmically.
The Seth material launched an era of nationwide awareness of the channeling trend and contributed to the self-identity of an emergent New Age movement. The SethLearningCenter.org is where you can go online to read Seth, the spiritual teacher that launched the New Age. You can read a little bit more about creating your own reality, or Seth Speaks, the Eternal Validity of the Soul. In late 1963, Jane Roberts and her husband, Robert Butts, experimented with a Ouija. Can I say that?
Can you say that?
Is that the proper pronunciation?
Don't know if it is.
It's probably Ouija, but it just sounds like
Ouija.
Ouija
board.
A Ouija board as part of Roberts' research for a book on extrasensory perception. Roberts claimed that she began to receive coherent messages from a male podcast personality on December 2nd, 1963, who later identified himself as Seth.
The Jet.
The East Side Rat.
It's Seth the Jet, a.k.a. the East Side Rat, Roma Telly.
Soon after, Roberts reported that she was hearing the messages in her head. She began to dictate the messages instead of using the Ouija board, and the board was eventually abandoned, didn't even need it. For 21 years until Roberts' death in 1984, she held regular sessions in which she went into a trance-like state and purportedly spoke on behalf of Seth.
Book-selling like state.
Oh, I mean, according to Roberts, Seth described himself as an energy personality essence no longer focused in physical matter.
Okay.
UhhYeahDude. Jonathan and an energy personality essence no longer focused in physical matter, who is independent of Roberts' subconscious. Roberts claimed that Seth indicated he had completed his earthly reincarnations and was speaking from an adjacent plane of existence. The Seth personality described himself as a teacher, a healer. I threw that in. This material has been given by himself, but it has been given again and in new ways for each succeeding generation through centuries. Robert's syntax and sentence structures were modern and clear when speaking as Seth. She often sat in a rocking chair during sessions, and she would occasionally smoke cigarettes and sip beer or wine. Afterwards, she claimed that she did not remember the contents of the session, and she would often read the transcript or ask what Seth had said through her, which makes it real when you pretend like you don't know what you said later. What is it even that I said? Wink, wink. So I have created, Seth, course study. I have a list of actionable coursework that I've created that we'll be establishing in the new year in 2021. Schools of thought that you and I will be helping people that want to come out to our area. We have yet to, I don't know if we're going to go UhhYeahDude. I don't know where we're going to establish our center. Maybe it's here. Maybe this is where.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what Hobart
space.
becomes.
Our
the
new
space. These are the classes that I'll be offering, that I've created from my ancestral, spiritual, New Age work. I'm speaking from Seth as Seth to Seth. Astral radiance integrative projection. Stop me if any of these sound intriguing. They all will. Precognitive exploratory vision work. Anthropological system theorist work.
Sorry, what's that one?
Anthropological system theorist work.
System theorist.
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 Theorist work. We'll be doing some light-coded frequency activations. Duh. Well, I mean, if we're in UhhYeah, I mean, that's like a aperitif.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Like, as you enter, it's like you get a lei in Kauai. Here, they're here. And as you pull up in a caravan, light-activated frequency, what is it? I'm sorry. I'm working the kinks out. Intuitive soul cleansing. Yes, please. I feel, what is that? That's intuitive soul cleansing. Ancestral lineage analysis. Very hot. That you have to sign up for because of it just
packs
gone.
out. Yeah.
Vibrational quantum consciousness.
There's a line around the yurt for it.
For that one. To dip into that. Womb journey remapping.
Yeah.
You're teaching that.
Yeah.
Or I shouldn't say teaching, leading.
Yeah.
5D operating system unlocking. Very hot in the new year. Universal tonal coding. Basics, That's like down dog.
Fundamental
work. Fundamental coursework. Impressionistic guru divinations. Alpha wave rebalancing. Or balancing, depending, I guess, really.
Some people just call it balance.
Yeah.
Just balance.
Yes. Sorry, I was presumptuous. Vedic third eye meditation. Deep prana ethos readings. Venusian encounters / experiences. Discuss. Ancient tarot philosophy. Sacred geometric deity recognition. We go deep on that. Essential force core reinterpretation. Now they're all TM right here, trademarked. This is all.
But also, you teach all these every day?
I teach all of these every moment of every minute of every day.
Is this over a course of a week?
This course of a life.
What if I want to take all of these? How long is this going to take me?
Let me get the keys to the caravan because you're not leaving.
You live with us now.
You live amongst us now. star magic consultations, chakra biofeedback stabilization.
Does that involve equipment?
Yes, machinery,
If you
will. Metaphysical holistic numerology. Primordial mother goddess energy understanding. You know what I mean. Integrative cosmic empaths. Intuitive global alchemists. These are some of the people you'll meet on site.
Personalities.
These are personality types. You might meet
Archetypes.
an ICE, an integrative cosmic empath, or an IGA, obviously an intuitive global alchemist. I can point him out of anywhere.
You can see him.
There he is.
A mile away.
You can see him the way he levitates and such. Transformational galactic genetic visions. Ancestral vibrational planetary healing. Eternal hypnotic intentions. Shamanistic karmic consciousness. Cosmic starseed visualization. And last, certainly not least, vortex mandala actualization. These are all original concepts. This week on
only.
site. All this week?
See you on site.
See you Tuesday. So 2021 is offering up a plethora, if you will, a Ouija.
We've decided to diversify the programming.
The brand. The brand is strong. The brand is cosmic.
Yeah.
It's vibrational. I hope all of those, I don't want any of those terms that I don't want them to scare you.
No.
I want you to be open to them. These are going to be ideas that we're working through together, that we're making up as we go. I mean, that have existed through all of time. That are free. By free, I mean expensive. I mean free in terms of the freedom that you will get.
Freeing.
Not
free, though.
But by cost, I mean wicked lot. And just drop the caravan over in the caravan lot. If you see all the caravans. It's like in Hawaii, all you see is Jeeps. When you come up to the ranch in Ojai, all you see are Dodge Caravans.
Yeah.
Leave your keys in the bowl. Because you won't need them.
Because you'll be signing the
title
waiver.
Over to us. By waiver, I mean Eternal Galactic Contract. By that, I mean just enjoy yourself, though. Come with an open mind, an open heart, loose-fitting pants, and enjoy oneself.
Open mind, open heart, and loose-fitting pants. That's all you need.
Welcome to the ranch.
Welcome to Space Ranch.
Spaceship Ranch.
Spaceship Ranch.
It's a crazy retreat.
Jonathan.
But think of all of those coursework and all that knowledge that we're offering.
It's priceless.
Basically for free.
But not. About $30K.
About $30K a month. But it's all right. It's okay. Find a way to freedom.
Find a cheaper way to freedom.
If you find me a way.
Find me a cheaper way to.
Find me a cheaper way.
Ayurvedic freedom.
Ayurvedic freedom. And I'll fucking sign up. I'll leave this ranch right now. I can't because I gave my caravan up years ago. Amazing work in here. But these are all things that we need now more than ever. We need to get back to brass tacks, nuts and bolts, star seeds. We need to get back to the future. We're going to look up to look in. Did you hear me, people? That's what the T-shirt says when you come in. You get that free swag right there.
Right there.
If that's not worth $30K, I don't know what is.
It's gotta be.
Look up to look in. We have it in unisex. We do baby tees. We do onesies. You tell me what you want.
Yeah.
If there's a grown man, does he want a onesie? I'm not going to question him because maybe in his mind, he's a baby as he arrives at Spaceship Ranch. I don't know. We don't judge here. Mm-mm. This is like Planet Fitness. This is the no judgment zone. Planet Fitness for
I
your
wonder,
soul.
It's Planet Spiritual Fitness.
It's my ranch, Planet Spiritual Fitness.
Ranch.
Come one and come all and look up to look in.
Oh, I like these.
How we doing on our technical?
So far,
strong.
So far, so good.
We figure the only way to close out 2020
Is with a
is to
janky
stare at the laptop and watch the number energy drop.
Based off of the technical issues I had a couple weeks ago, and then what's happening now. I've decided that it's quite possible that the battery is going bad on this laptop, which is very unfortunate because it's not that old. But I would think that that's probably what's going on.
That's how they made it. That's their plan.
That's their plan. Yeah. So we're kind of trying to monitor to make sure that things are going the way that they should be. We're just hovering right there. Ask the Captain. This is a column in USA Today where you get to ask an commercial airline captain, John Cox.
Wow. You get to
Ask him any of your aeronautical queries.
wow.
This one coming from Ernie Gann in Washington State. Captain Cox, why do co-pilots on international...
I like that. I like how you gave him almost his name is Captain what?
Cox.
But you said Cox. I like that.
You like that?
Because it's almost like two names in one.
No, yeah. Captain Cox, why do the co-pilots on international flights tend to be older than the ones on domestic flights?
How the fuck would you notice that? You just would notice that?
Yeah.
Because you always take a glance in. Who's flying this bird?
I want to see their eyes.
Want to make eye contact with my killer.
Getting trembling hands.
Yeah.
International flights are desirable, and therefore they go to senior pilots. Some pilots conclude that they would rather be a senior first officer on an international flight than a captain on a domestic flight. In fact, I know several pilots who never flew as a captain in order to only fly the larger airplanes internationally.
Well, not really fly, because I guess you're not flying it.
I think you are, because I think like the main captains, like they do like the show off stuff, and then the rest of the time it's actually you.
You fly it. I'll do the
like,
dips.
I'm gonna like.
I'll do the turbulence.
I'm gonna bang this. I'm gonna bang the
fly
flight
right.
attendant.
I'll scare the fuck out of everyone. You do it right.
No, I think they do kind of fly.
They do kind of fly.
I have no idea.
Delta, our pilots do kind of fly.
Southwest Airlines, our pilots kind of fly. No, I think
so. I guess it's such a big deal. They're so arrogant that the idea that
first officer does quite a bit.
First of all, I mean, yeah, wouldn't you want to fly? Who wants to fucking fly LA to fucking Vegas when this other flight, they're going to Amsterdam or whatever? Like, give me that flight.
Well, also, I think you clock more hours, so you get paid more because you spend more time.
Then you walk through Europe and
you're not having to do like 4 flights to Phoenix every day. You get to do like 1 flight to Paris, stay there for 3 days, and then fly back.
Instead of doing like Tucson, Denver, Vegas. You want to do that, or you want to fly to Hamburg?
Yeah.
Like, you tell me. Well, I'm older, so.
So do I.
What do
Hamburg.
I do? I like that you notice that. You say, hey, you look older. Now I'm going to joke. If I get on a plane, I see an older flight, I'd be like, what are we flying to Paris? Get it? Because you're so old.
I mean, I wonder how much you need to fly in order to recognize that pattern.
Oh, you have to fly on business twice a week.
Right.
To be able to tell that like
Ernie Gann is like
Ernie Gann is
busy.
works for McDonald's. He's a corporate exec and he flies a lot. Because how the fuck would you be able to look into a cockpit, first of all, gauge the age of the pilots and then say to them,
you'd have to do that at least 10 times to be like,
you have to be wrong a few times.
Yeah.
And look like a real asshole. Ernie Gann. And why are you writing into John Cock at USA Today?
Well,
Why
'cause
not?
Who else are you going to ask? I guess you could ask them, but you
Hey.
run the risk of offending them.
Oh, question 888-842-2357. Wondering why nobody in the Philadelphia area called Jonathan and I to tell us that there is a fast casual restaurant called Nick-fil-A. Nick-fil-A? Well, you must mean Chick-fil-A. No, I mean Nick-fil-A.
N-I-C-K?
N-I-C-K, Nick-fil-A. It's filet mignon sandwiches. Nick-fil-A.
Before Chick-fil-A
No,
existed?
no.
Bullshit.
It's Nick-fil-A. Brand new. It's in Paoli, 30 minutes north of Philly. Hey! That filet mignon, I'm Nick-fil-A. You mean Chick-fil-A? No, I mean Nick-fil-A.
Nicky Filet.
You fucked up. I'm Nicky Filet on Paoli. 888-842-2357. You got some explaining to do. Nick-fil-A. Who would have thunk it? That looks like Chick-fil-A.
Nope.
It sounds like Chick-fil-A. It doesn't taste like chicken. Filet mignon, dog. That's not chicken. Filet mignon is that good? I guess that's good.
Yeah, it's a
But what they're doing is they're bringing this beautiful filet
to a fast
this
casual.
meat to a fast casual to the masses. You don't need to be you don't need to be John Gotti. You don't gotta be a mob boss to eat a Nick-fil-A over here. You never could have imagined that, right? That you and your family after church. Hey, come on. Hey, gabagool. We're not millionaires here. Hey, don't
Everyone
worry about
wants filet.
Don't worry
Everyone
about
wants filet mignon after church.
Hey, that's my fucking dream. Hey, Grandpa.
It's cool.
It's cool. We're going to
We're going to
Nick-fil-A.
Nick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's not open on Sunday. You can't go
Yeah,
after
'cause they're-
church. It's fucking perfect. This worked out
We eat
perfect.
there once a
You
week.
can hear one day a week. I take my papa. I take him for a fucking filet mignon. Hey, at Nick-fil-A.
Hey.
Hey, you're at Nick-fil-A in Paoli, which is the name of a place. It's out of Philly. Oh, hey.
Paoli.
Paoli, oh, hey, Nicks and Pats and Jeans and Peens and oh, hey, oh, is
You
this
guys
cheese
cold
steak?
out there?
Hey,
Is it cold right now?
is it cold in Philly? Man, where are we in Paoli? Oh, I mean, you can only get cheesesteak so many times before you gotta fucking, hey,
You gotta step it up.
hey, you gotta step a game up with your girl over here. How you gonna keep your girl?
Speaking of
How you
Phil-
gonna keep your girl? You gotta take her to Nick-fil-A.
Every once in a while, you gotta take your
Hey,
girl-
every day you take your girl to Bangino's, take her to Nick-fil-A once in a while. Hey.
Speaking of Philly, in the winter of 1969,
Okay. It was cold out.
moving into 1970, Philadelphia had an average temperature of 30.3 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. That's
A
that
couple
makes
of
sense.
degrees below freezing.
Oh, is that true?
32. Right?
Oh, so I didn't know that. Okay. I just say it's freezing if it's below 72. So to me, I don't
32
know. That has an
degrees-
actual number.
32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing. So 30.3 degrees Fahrenheit was the average temperature of the winter 69-70
Okay.
in Philly. Last year, the average was 39.4 degrees.
What?
So the average winter temperature has risen, well, since then, 9.4 degrees. In general, since 1970, on average, it's risen 4.8 degrees.
So the average last year,
last
it was
year was
9
10
degrees.
yeah.
Insane.
But in
Over 50 years.
4.8 degrees.
That's got to mean something, right?
Can't be good. I don't know. It got to mean something.
I don't know if it's good or bad. Let's not. Hey, we don't want it to be political here. Not like the beginning of the show with the weed. Maybe you like weed. Maybe you don't
Maybe
like
you
weed.
hate
Maybe
it.
you like the snow. Maybe you don't like the snow. Snow's the worst. Anyway,
Weed's the best.
weed's the best. Cold is worst. That's why you live
Not
in
to
L-
get political.
Not to get political, but you live in LA, you smoke weed. You live in New York, you freeze to death. But 5 degrees over 50 years.
Yeah.
That means something.
Yeah, it means something.
10 degrees. One. That's a weird one. Man.
It can't be good.
So we're beyond.
But I'm not-
That means something. It can't be good. Okay, so we're gonna get political over here. All right.
Mount Everest
Oh shit! Fucking freezing.
Super cold.
Colder than Philly.
Probably at the top, at least.
Could you, let me imagine you climb Mount Everest, and when you got to the top, you had a fucking Nick Filet. You stood at the top of Everest, and you looked out,
Whipped out your
and
Nick
you
Filet.
bit down on that fucking Nick Filet. Be like, I did it, Ma.
I fucking
I
did it,
fucking did it.
So,
Fuck you! Fuck you, Julie!
Fuck you, Mom.
I did it! You fucking bitch! You said I couldn't do it! Who's standing on the top of Everest with a Nick Filet now, bitch?
Go Eagles.
Fucking bitch, go Eagles! Fucking Eagles! Would you move to Jersey? Fuck you, Julie!
So Mount Everest just got a smidge taller.
What? Colder or taller?
Taller. China and Nepal have agreed on the height of the world's tallest peak. The two countries had long had different measurements on exactly how tall the mountain that sits on their border really is. The two governments announced the new official height, about 29,032 feet. Now that's taller than what China and Nepal both had down for Everest's height. Nepal had said that the mountain was roughly 29,029 feet.
Oh, they were really
While China actually wasn't counting the snow cap at the very top and placed it at around 29,017 feet.
You gotta count the snow cap. That's absurd to not count the snow.
Everyone knows that.
Well, so what? You don't count the snow cap?
Well, I guess technically snow cap's not part of the mountain.
What's a snow cap? I don't even know what that means.
Probably the cap of it that's made out of snow.
It's like the angel on top of the Christmas tree. You count it.
Count it. but
Everybody knows that. I mean, the
count
height. How tall is your tree? Well,
But
where's the angel
the
go?
cap is going to change, right? It's going to be. It's
Oh,
going
that
to.
fluctuates.
It's going to fluctuate, so you can't count it. You got to count it where, like
Yeah.
the rock is.
It's like kid and play. You gotta. Whose hair are you gonna? You can't
Who's
just.
taller? Well, it depends. You counting
Depends.
from the top of the fucking fade or the bottom of the fade?
So a snow cap is the snow that's on top of the mountain. We have to go when it's melted. I guess.
I don't know if it ever melts up there.
because it's so cold, like Philly.
It's like Paoli or whatever the fuck.
Freezing.
Now, this quote, this is a milestone in mountaineering history, which
Hey, come on, let him have it.
now finally
Finally.
that we can end the debate over the height.
I mean, we've been fighting about that like fucking Jordan and fucking and what's his name?
Pippen?
A lot of people fight between Jordan and Kobe or Jordan LeBron. We fight about who's better, Jordan or Pippen.
That's our argument.
We've always had that argument. He's a Pippen head. What are you gonna do?
He's a pip head.
He's a
Everyone knows
Pippen.
that.
Loves a musical, loves the player.
Sorry. This is a milestone in mountaineering history, which will finally end the debate over the height, and now the world will have one number, said Santa Bur Lama, president of the Nepal Mountaineering Association.
Amazing. So it's, how tall is it? Because I could do,
29,032 feet, which is actually more than both of them had.
that's not hard to do, right? People do that all the time. We
Not-
can do that.
not-
Oh, no?
Not.
Are they just leaving bodies left and right? I mean, I don't know, leaving trash everywhere. I mean, it's fucking
Trash bodies,
A-shock
fecal matter.
fucking cans everywhere. Shit and A-shock cans everywhere. How's your mountain?
How's your fucking stupid hobby?
Yeah, your stupid hobby leaves a lot of fucking shit and A-shock.
Why don't you go pick up your like dead brothers and sisters up
Yeah,
there?
your brother-in-law's dead. You're going to bring him back home or you're going to leave him here? No, we're going to leave him where he died. Why don't you bring him home, yo? He's fine here.
He'd want to be left here.
He'd want to be left here at 6,000 feet. What? He only made it 6,000 feet? Yeah. Yeah. That sucks.
I remember watching some video back in the day of these guys climbing, and they're getting up near the summit, and in order to like not lose their minds, like the guy's like just saying his own name like over and over to himself as he breathes and like takes
Terrible idea.
one step, and he's just saying his own name. And I was like, this seems like I can't. I
That's
was
a
like,
bad
why
idea.
in
If
the
you,
fuck
Jonathan,
would you?
if you did that,
If I did it
if
here,
I gave you pizza and
Jonathan
Coke,
Larkin,
Jonathan,
John-
after like 4 hours, you'd
flip your wig.
you should. Do listen to a podcast or something.
Put a podcast in.
Put a podcast on.
I don't
because
know,
the
man.
laughter, you can't also exert the laughter.
Cannot exert that energy.
So
Can't
just listen
lose
to
it.
anything but Yeah Dude, and you'll be fine. A zing! Burned you other podcasts. Oh, you want to listen to a podcast while you're hiking? Go on iTunes. Listen to the top 100. Guaranteed. You won't expel no energy laughing.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That seems
Oh,
like.
it's so fucking stupid to do anything other than chill.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
I mean, light fucking recreational sports, I guess, are great. But anything that nah, fuck that.
It seems like.
Fuck that.
But what about like solo?
Solo.
Like that.
Masturbation? That's
What
totally
about
cool.
solo
It's
masturbation?
not gonna hurt anybody.
What was it called? Free solo.
Free solo.
Like
God,
that's.
my boy.
Is that different?
Free solo is on. Alex is on his own.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, as opposed to like climbing a glacier and like in like horrific conditions and like
Stupid.
like as opposed to like getting up at 5 a.m, like eating a fucking like a Cliff Bar
yeah,
and then
Luna
like
bar.
scaling. I mean, there's something.
Well, one's possible. Like millions of people have done it. One's impossible. One person's done it. No one else will ever do it.
True, that's
You know
true
what I mean?
too.
It's like when I'm at the marathon, I watch a 12-year-old run by. I'm like, this can't be that hard.
I don't need to try this.
I mean, I'm not even going to try it because an 8th grader just ran by me doing it.
Making like decent time.
Great time. There's an 80-year-old and an 8th grader just did this. I don't need to prove myself. I could do it.
Like I'm fine.
I'm fine. Pay me, I'll do it. But I ain't gonna prove it to me.
Yeah.
I know I can do it.
I get that.
Kidding me? Jonathan, I have a question. I was going to ask you. This is some life help, and I was hoping that you could maybe help me with that.
All right.
I just found a box of condoms in my husband's sock drawer. The manufacture date was 2015. They weren't for our use because I went through menopause long before that, and we haven't used condoms in 20 years. I am fairly sure my husband had an affair 15 years ago, although he always said that, quote, nothing physical happened. Given the, quote, business trips that were never paid for by his company, I doubt that he was being honest. I also know he can look me in the eye and lie. I feel sick, I feel lost, and I feel helpless right now. Jonathan, I've been a great wife, I've been a great mother, and he has never wanted for emotional or physical love. I'm not sure where to turn next. So I ask you, podcaster. I ask you.
I mean, it doesn't seem.
That's from Lost and Alone. Heavy.
It doesn't seem
How you going to handle this one?
like a promising situation. Where did she find them?
She
In his
found
sock drawer?
a box of condoms in my husband's sock drawer. So she opened the drawer where the socks for the feet go, and she found something for the socks for where the dick go.
Dick sock.
Dick socks, I think they call them. Jimmy hats, dick socks. Correct me if I'm wrong, Urban Dictionary. So she found a box of dick socks by Durex.
And the manufacturer date on them was 20.
I don't know. I guess that's to give us a time frame of.
It's not like they've been sitting there since the fucking 70s.
But who fucking knows, dog? You ordered anything on Instacart and then looked at when it expired and realized that, like, you've got groceries and then you looked at the expiration date and every single thing that got dropped on your fucking front porch expired? That ever happened to you?
No. But we're still saying, she's saying no matter what, though, she went through menopause way before
Oh,
2015.
yeah.
So even
we
unless they were putting the date like,
25 years in advance. Like, condoms last a long time, though.
I don't think they are allowed.
Supposed to.
I don't think they do
Well,
that.
because you put them in that cool little jean pocket, the
That's
condom
what it's
pocket.
for?
Yeah, you put it
I
in
thought it
that.
was for a pocket watch.
No, baby, that's for dick socks. Come on, man. You don't know Levi's?
Levi's with a dick sock pocket.
So all right, so the idea is that she knows.
He
It's
bought them
2020.
after she went through menopause.
Yeah, he's got manufacturing date.
What she didn't tell us is if she opened the box, if the box was unopened, and if she opened it, how many condoms were in
12 condoms, but there was only 2 left.
it. I mean, then
10 used condoms.
some people masturbate with condoms.
Some people like the feel of masturbating with condoms. Never happened. Is that a?
No. They don't like they masturbate into the condom.
Into the
It's
condom.
an easy way to clean up.
It's a cleanup. Don't know that channel on Pornhub. Is that one of the 10 million videos that got scrubbed?
Clean up.
Can't. Oh, the easy cleanup tab got fucking scrubbed because it's amateur. Because it's all Jonathan.
Unverified.
That's not a browser's joint? No, that's Jonathan's own
It's
shit.
a Jonathan joint.
He made about 100 of them. They're all scrubbed.
All easy
Ah,
clean
man.
up.
Took 10 million videos off, and there's only 100 I watch, and they're all gone.
No, he was. I mean, you can take some.
Is it?
You can take some
Is this the advice that you're telling this woman?
refuge in the fact that he was being safe when he was. He also probably is saying nothing physical happened because maybe it's since the latex is what's touching them, then it's
I
like
didn't-
not actually his
yeah.
skin. Yeah, he cheated on you. You could probably safely assume that he was doing something.
And when he said, we're talking about.
But I'm really surprised that she didn't look to see how many had been used. Because what if you bought it and then were like, I can't go through with this. But you bought them because like, I'm going to have sex with somebody else and I want to be safe.
12 times. So that's why I got a box of 12.
You can't buy singles. You can't buy Lucy's.
You can't get Lucy's on the streets?
I mean,
You bet in New York, baby. Shit done changed during the pandemic. You can get anything loose.
let me get a dick sock and a Newport.
You get a port.
2
And we-
Newports and a dick sock.
Are we cool?
Yeah, I would have definitely seen if that box had been.
That's a great. You want to see what you need. You can't just. You need to come back at these people. You want to collaborate. You're not just.
I know
I'm
that
gonna
I
throw
had.
out an answer. You need more info. You know, could we get back into that sock drawer? Is that locked up? Is that off limits? Where's it at? Where's the bureau at? Can we get in there? Why would he? What's with him being so conspicuous with the condoms? Is he trying to psychologically? What's he trying to say?
I think he might just be fucking up. I think
He's
dudes just
he's
fuck up.
Fucking.
I think dudes fuck up.
They
I think
just-
dudes get home from a weekend trip. They see the shit. They're like, oh, fuck, I forgot to get rid of that. They put it in the sock drawer. They're like, I got to throw that away tomorrow.
I gotta throw that gun and those
And then
condoms away.
4 months
Fuck.
later, it's
My
just,
revolver and my condoms. She found them in my tank top drawer.
honest to God.
Shit.
I think it's
Got caught slipping.
just absent-mindedness. It's not vindictive or anything. It's just, I'm like super, my game is not tight.
Oh, it's not tight.
I
Not
got
like
a-
that.
a
Not
very
like that
loose
pussy.
game.
Not like this is great pussy with these condoms I use.
It's not this.
Oh,
My game is not,
Honey!
not nearly as tight as this.
ah,
This out of town.
ah,
This out of town strange I be getting this. Way tighter than the
business
game I
trips
got.
that my company doesn't pay for. It's kind of a business trip because it's not really a business trip when you're going
You're
out of
paying
pocket,
for-
dog.
That's a vacation, homie.
Yeah, it's a holiday. BuzzFeed News. They asked some futurists to chop it up.
About the future?
What the fuck?
What do we got?
Fuck
What do we
the
got on
past.
the horizon here?
Well, I found your boy. His name's Clifford Pickover. I mean, this is essentially like you two are like fucking home dogs. I guess-
Clifford Pickover?
Clifford Pickover. I guess I'll give you the Pickover. I tried to even. He has some things that are credited specifically to him. Pickover stocks. STALKS. They're details that he's found in fractal geometry, and the name, because he's found them, has been given to him. There's another things I couldn't even understand it reading all about it called vampire numbers. They're specific kinds of numbers. They're called vampire numbers. He's named them that.
Safe to say that these numbers feed off of other numbers?
Let's say yeah. I have 3 question marks next to it because I read about 20 minutes and couldn't figure it out. He's written extensively about DMT, including Terence McKenna's Meeting Machine Elves. He wrote a book called Sex, Drugs, Einstein, and Elves, Sushi, Psychedelics, Parallel Universes, and the Quest for Transcendence. Yes, please. What's your book called? The Bible. What's your book called? Sex, Drugs, Einstein and Elves, Sushi, Psychedelics, Parallel Universes, and the Quest for Transcendence. Which one are you going to read?
How old is this cat?
He's probably 60s, 70s. He wrote a book, The Medical Book, From Witch Doctors to Robot Surgeons. That's Christmas reading. Some people may, this is what he thinks is going to go down. Well, this is what is going to go down. Some people may become immortal in this century through genetic manipulation, robotics, nanotechnology, computers, or mind uploading to virtual worlds. Immortality is not such a rare thing. Some invertebrates are essentially immortal. Already we are getting glimmers of how to use brain-computer interfaces to link us to advanced artificial intelligences to expand our cognitive abilities. If your body could survive indefinitely, would, quote, you actually persist? All of us are changed by our experiences, and these changes are usually gradual, which means that you are nearly the same person that you were a year ago. However, if your normal or enhanced body survived continuously for 1,000 years, gradual mental changes would accumulate, and perhaps an entirely different person would eventually inhabit the body. The 1,000-year-old person, this Orchidaceous Ozymandias, might be nothing like you. You would no longer exist. There would be no moment of death at which you had ceased to exist, but you would slowly fade away over the millennia, like a sandcastle being transformed by an ocean of time. And Orchidaceous Ozymandias. Orchidaceous is ostentatious. In Ozymandias, he's referring to Ramses the Great, Ramses II of ancient Egypt, who in the Percy Shelley sonnet 1818, Ozymandias discusses the ravages of time and the impermanence of everything. This newfound immortality may still, in the end, mean that the things that define us as individuals cease to exist.
I think that's probably...
Bravo, Clifford.
Probably fair.
So that
me at 20 versus me at 50 versus me at 500.
in 50,
Like
once we've uploaded you into the mainframe,
I don't know how much I'd be holding on to at that point. I mean, you would be pretty much
John who?
replaced,
Done.
right?
I don't know who this fool is. I used to know him.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's fair to say that the longer you live, that you could be, essentially, that you wouldn't, the longer you could be here, the less you would be like your former self.
Like
you know?
you.
Or no, you would still perceive it as you, though, right?
Not if those gradual changes, if they went on for longer than 20 to 50 to 150. I guess if they went on for a few hundred years, you might forget.
Forget what?
What that is.
You at all?
Yeah.
So the fact that I feel like me now, even though I know that me now is very different from the me of 20 years ago, you're saying that the 500-year-old me won't even feel like a me? Like
Yeah.
I won't feel any possession or ownership of that state of existence?
Clifford? I wish Jeff was in there and Clifford was over there.
I mean, that's possible. That the sense of self disintegrates entirely. But that's enlightenment, right? That's what you're...
But that's what we're all
like
going.
Buddhists are trying to do in this lifetime.
Is that samsara? What is that?
Yeah. No, that's... Samsara is what we're in now.
Oh, fuck. That's nirvana? That's
nirvana.
just let the fucking ego go. You know? Just let it go.
Well, I don't know what actually... No, nirvana is that... I wouldn't even say that that's nirvana. That's awakening or like enlightenment. There's some type of... Nirvana is like...
What are we trying to...
We're trying to get through all those stages, right? So the more of yourself that you would basically let go of, I mean, that would probably be a good thing.
A healthy thing.
You would think. I mean, unless that means actual like complete insanity.
Of like losing your mind.
Right, but if
what
you're
is
more
that?
like, I don't know. I mean, I know. I mean, I've felt it, I've had it.
In a bad way.
Definitely.
But
not-
is it, or is it a good way?
I don't know.
Is it yin? Is it yang?
It's no bad trips, bro.
There's no bad trips, bro. Loud pipes save lives. I saw a Deadhead sticker on a Cadillac, dog. I mean, come on.
Is that a lyric? From what song?
Don Henley.
Um,
Oh, man, it's just life. 2020 becomes 2021.
yeah.
I don't know about any of this old shit. I don't know, but I do know that 2020,
Any of the other
Becomes
futurists
20.
have anything interesting to say?
not like Clifford,
He's kind of spitting some heat. Who did this?
BuzzFeed News, I think, they've just chopped it up. And some of them are all bullshit. We're going to have a plane that goes, shut up with your stupid
Wonder
Popular
Woman.
Mechanics, one fucking dumb idea thing.
Omni magazine.
I could answer something stupid like that. I bet cars go
Jetpacks.
fast. I travel quick. This motherfucker's saying shit that I like read 3 times. I'm just like, yeah. But more, yeah, like, I don't know what, but yeah.
But yeah, I think he knows.
He knows. I know he knows. I
can
know
tell he knows.
I know he knows.
I can tell how little I know of this that he
Not
must
like
know.
this asshole. Like, I bet that the planes go faster. You are a fucking futurist. You're an asshole.
Here, then.
Yeah,
You're an asshole now,
I
you're
think
an
in
asshole
100
then.
years that, I could get to Burbank even faster than I get there now. Yeah, probably. Thanks, futurist. It's all about like,
I'm getting it on this dude.
it's all about getting in that AI, just getting that shit
Upload the
moving.
brain
Uploading
uploads.
the brain. Fuck these bodies, these meat bodies. Fuck these stupid deteriorating meat bodies.
Give me a brain upload and some robotics.
Fuck it.
I'm good to go.
Listen, if we, real Chris Hemsworth, we'd be fucking fine. Love these meat bodies. Touch our meat bodies. The rest of these fucking shitty meat bodies can go.
Flush them.
Getting. I'm in the fucking mainframe, yo.
I'm in the cloud, son.
I'm in the clouds, son. Put some respect on my name.
Rain down on you from the cloud.
I'm gonna rain
Finna rain down on you from this cloud in a minute.
Oh my God, you're gonna
About
feel
500
this.
years, you're gonna feel this
feel
rain
this
come
heat.
down.
This chocolate rain's gonna burn you.
Well, listen.
I don't
we
know how
should-
the fuck we made it. How we make it. How do we all do this?
I don't know.
It's like an impossible saga.
It's been.
I mean, this is obvious. Can we?
Well, I think that's.
2021 though.
I think the perspective that this is given is maybe that like. I don't know. I mean. There's never ever been anything like this in our lifetime.
No, that we can firsthand.
From what I'm talking to my parents about, I mean, they lived through a couple of fucking gnarly wars, and they're saying nothing quite like this.
This one's got to be pretty.
We're on some like Spanish flu,
We're on some real
plague
shit.
I mean, this is
Yeah,
big.
it's real.
So, I mean, we would hopefully take some. So there's some takeaway for hopefully collectively, and then for us as
Take out.
individuals.
There's definitely some take out.
It's got to be take
'Cause
out.
I can't dine in.
Because I can't dine in.
So I'll take it away and I'll take it out. You just cook
But
it.
I mean, you should maybe have figured something out about yourself, right? Through this.
I don't think now's the time to figure anything out.
I'm saying,
Now is the time for full panic. And then maybe in retrospect, now's just survival mode.
but I would say for other people, whose coping skills aren't
Cocaine skills?
as good as others, people who really struggled, maybe
Yeah.
they probably had to this went on long enough that they couldn't just grin and bear it.
No,
They've had to
I had to do it.
overcome it
gonna
or succumb to it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, maybe people have lost their minds, and we won't. That's the other thing. What happens when we go back and we find out that everyone that we used to know is like,
they went crazy,
or they're just different, and like we don't really get along.
And I don't like that. I used to love that guy. He was a barrel of laughs. Well, yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
When it's all taken away.
You know.
Or
see, like
the other way.
I ain't really down with this shit anymore.
That guy was a real dick. I don't know what happened.
He's so chill now.
He's a yoga instructor now.
He's way chill.
Yeah, he's just way chill. His name is the Way Chill Yoga Instructor. He
Changed
teaches
his
online.
name. He rebranded.
Oh, I worked at a restaurant with that guy. He's a fucking dick.
Not
now
anymore.
it's just like everyone that sees him is like, oh, he's way chill. He's the Way Chill Yoga Instructor on Instagram.
Charlie, the way chill yoga instructor.
On Instagram.
But yeah, I'm glad we've
I wish everybody.
happy holidays.
I wish everybody a good physical and mental health. And
Yeah.
I hope as we make that arbitrary switch to 2021, that although it means fucking nothing, because as we've learned, space and time is an illusion. I hope that the actual flipping of the calendar sends out groovy vibrations to all.
I mean, yes, and I mean it is arbitrary, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say there's a couple of things for us, this show, Seth and I, the UID family. You know, I would think that this is quite likely, as I said on the previous show, I mean, this is quite possibly the last show that we'll record in this apartment. And Seth has been here for roughly almost 20 years.
Let's say,
And
give or take.
I've been here for most of those. No,
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing the show here since the beginning. And in very, very rare occasions have we recorded the show elsewhere. In very, very few occasions have we ever recorded the show through any other means where one of us is in a different place. This has basically been ground zero, home base,
psychic refuge.
for this entire run, and I'm happy to say that you have pretty much moved your daily life out of here, and that we're probably
100% of that. Yeah,
we're probably going to be not too far behind you as far as the show goes. So it's possible that that's happening. That this is goodbye to Hobart.
So I guess we should be thanking Spotify and Joe Rogan for bringing us down to Austin, putting us in our new digs.
We're going to be doing the morning show.
It's amazing.
It's a drive time 3 hour.
Yeah, we're down.
Call in only.
We're down in Austin.
So we're going to move into a new chapter of Oh Yeah Dude, probably as far as our locale. And I am also launching a Twitch channel in January that's going to focus on my music and the music of others. It's under my name, and I'm going to start streaming that in the first week of January. It'll be, an extension to a certain extent of, the music that I've put on here, and obviously just my connection and the inextricable part of my life and identity that this show is. But the channel itself, its focus is going to be on music production, some curation of playlists, DJing, that kind of stuff.
Tell a layman how am I going to find that? What do I do?
Just go to Twitch TV.
Okay.
/Jonathan Larroquette. And you can follow that channel. You can subscribe to that channel. Like I said, I launched the first week of January.
Okay.
Twitch has been very helpful in getting me over there, and me trying to work out the kinks with the streaming. I definitely feel a little out of my depths as far as like that whole platform goes, but I'm giving it a shot, and I think it should be fun. And I'll be there pretty regularly for at least a couple hours every at least a couple of times a week. And I don't want to say too much about the programming, just because I don't know how I'm going to roll everything out, but I do have a couple of themed shows that I'm going to be doing. One maybe you'd come over and visit us over there sometime.
I'm gonna be 100% there from
But
the get.
Twitch.tv, Jonathan Larroquette. Please, you can follow it now. And like I said, first week of January, I'll be launching. And then first week of January, we will also be reconvening to do more Oh Yeah Dude. But for now, this will be our last shows of 2020. And
For the layman again, how will I know? Because I'm gonna want to be watching this. How do I know?
my schedule,
Yeah.
my schedule will be printed on my page there.
So go there, go to your
there,
page,
and then
it'll know when you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be putting on. I would think in the next couple of days I'll have some type of like
I'll know.
countdown to the first stream.
Okay.
And then I'll be plugging that shit through my Insta and everything and
Okay.
try to like hammer away. But and then that schedule will start to get updated and be more frequent. But when you go to that page, even if I'm not streaming there, you will see what's upcoming with the schedule and everything like that. But I just haven't quite figured out what day I'm going to start yet, just because
Okay.
I'm still technically trying to iron out some
They're
stuff.
not locked into you. It's fluid. You figure it out.
You figure it out. But once it starts, I want to try to be as consistent as
Of
possible,
course.
just because, I mean, if anything I've learned from this show, because it's not in my nature, it's that people do appreciate the frequency and the reliability of that stuff.
Definitely. Love it.
More so than I probably do myself, but also more so than I realized others do. So, but yeah, sometime in the first week of January, that'll be popping off. So go and find me over there. Go to our Patreon page.
You do that, you'll be in Palm Desert.
Yeah. There's one show that I might be doing up in LA.
Okay.
That's going to actually involve another person.
Okay. Can we disclose
My friend
that?
Ryan.
Okay.
I'm trying to do a pedal equipment, not pedals, only pedals, but an equipment show about focusing on new products coming out.
Okay.
And our first guest is actually, I'm going to keep it under wraps for right now, but our first guest is a listener of the show who also makes an incredible product.
Awesome.
And
Is based where?
out in Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken. In Tennessee, Knoxville.
Nashville. Oh, sorry.
Knoxville.
Knoxville. Maybe I know him.
So that's going to be cool. But I'm going to be doing it with my friend Ryan, who's also an old OG listener of the show and a good friend, an incredible guitar player. And so, yeah, Ryan Richter and I will be doing it, and I think it'll be easier to kind of trade off responsibilities while still getting into the equipment. So that one, because the room that I have at my place, my kind of studio hole is maybe a little claustrophobic for two people to be in. I think we might be doing it either down there or up here. I haven't quite figured it out yet.
Okay.
But other than that, the majority of it will be from my home down in Palm Desert. I'm trying to do like a morning-ish show that's just going to be like my like early routine, easy, like chatting
Good
with the
vibes.
audience. There's going to be some stuff that's going to be more focused with interacting with people if they be, good enough to actually come. There'll be other stuff that'll be more focused on just like, hopefully you're down with this and I'll just sit back and listen.
That's awesome.
So I'm giving it.
You're stoked.
I'm stoked. I mean, I'm totally nervous, but I'm giving it I'm going to give it an honest try and try and share in a way my like musical mind
Love.
and interests and my loves more in a more consistent way and a more thorough way than I ever have. So hopefully that is good enough to stay afloat over there. So
I'll think of that
please
as the-
come if you feel so inclined.
800 think of 2 songs that you've put on this show. How many? 800 episodes, 2 songs a pop. Give or take some
we're getting
repeats on
close to-
accident.
Getting close to
Give or
couple
take
of
some ones
accidental
that- yeah,
repeats.
give or
We're getting
take-
close to 2,000 songs that I.
Or let's say, or give or take, my mom few. Let's say 1,500 anyway.
Yeah, at least 1,500.
Of songs that you have like helped people. I mean, that's been a constant theme for a decade and a half of.
Yeah.
Maybe from my mom the most of like loving.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
think of
it's-
all the people that have been like, ooh.
And I mean, that to me also, like, I mean, it's also, I mean, I think in the beginning, of the show, like the very early days, I was like just trying to like hit him over the head with like all this like fucking like
this
crazy
Japanese, you'll
experimental
never heard this
fucking
Japanese deep cut.
IDM music and stuff. But then there was also a period of time where, which I think I'm kind of in again, there's periods of times through the show where the music that I'm putting up is either I'm picking specifically based off of something that, not like a literal translation, but some part of me that's something about the show brought up for me and made me think about the song.
Something about an episode of.
Then there's also an area where I'm literally everything I'm putting on is as new to me as it is to the listeners, that I'm discovering it basically the same within the same 24 to 48 hours and trying to like keep that kind of
or music that listeners have tipped you to over the decade.
Absolutely. But there's definitely, I mean, it's only a few times has it been like, I wish I didn't have to do this, you know, where I'm like, I can't pick two songs, and it's like, shouldn't be that hard. But you don't want to just like, after you've like tried so hard for so many times, you don't want to just phone it in. And I'm sure I have inadvertently phoned it in a few times, but that's never been like on purpose. Like I still strive to, like you said, I strive not to repeat myself, if nothing else, which is, I mean, even that is just, I mean, because my memory, how the fuck am I supposed, the only way I can do that is literally by like, I have to physically stay away from my collection of music and kind of move away from it, because otherwise I'm bound to repeat myself, because how can I possibly remember, you know? Maybe at some point I should assemble a database so I could like, so it would like double check for me and be like, you can't put that on. You put that on in episode 201. You know,
you played that Zappa. You can't do that.
888-842-2357 toll-free voicemail. Patreon is our way of supporting the show, keeping it free, keeping it commercial and advertising free, and it gives Seth our living, our livelihood. Thank you to everybody who has pledged. Thank you to everyone who has maintained their pledges during this time when money has not certainly been as liquid as maybe sometimes it has been in the past. It means an awful lot to us, and hopefully you understand how vital it is to us and also to the show and it staying the way that it is. And yeah, come back.
Are we wrapping this up, or
we're done? Wait, do you?
No, I don't even know, because we had this stop. Time.
We've made time, and it's not dead, and we have done our committed time. Why do I still have stuff?
No, I don't know. I don't need. I'm having so much fun.
I do. I have one. I have a good one.
Do we have? We did. Do we do things?
I did all these, but I have this, which is actually like very much in keeping with a UID tradition and also a holiday tradition.
Okay.
The federal safety inspectors who protect kids from dangerous and deadly toys were not standing guard for nearly 6 months.
You're like, I'm only going to do it. I'm going to really do it.
We're not standing guard for nearly 6 months while this year's holiday gifts entered the U.S. by the shipload. Princess palaces and playhouses.
Oh, yeah.
Water guns and tricycles. They landed on store shelves and front doorsteps without the usual security checks for lead, chemicals, or choking hazards. You see, government leaders... secretly sent home the nation's toy police.
Go home, chill.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission had pulled its inspectors from ports around the country in mid-March because of the threat of COVID-19. Leaders of the federal agency made the decision in private without a warning to consumers or full disclosure to Congress, then continued the shutdown at the ports and a government testing laboratory until September. UID today has found that included...
so the UID USA Today investigative...
hybrid collab.
Fuck.
Now that included spring and summer months that were their inspectors' busiest last year. So during last year's busiest months, these fools were just fucking chilling.
Oh my God, sleeping.
Now the CPSC watchdogs are supposed to intercept bad toys and other household products before they reach market. Quote, anything that could potentially harm consumers, my job is to stop it right here. One compliance investigator said in a video posted on the agency's website. The CPSC did not flag a single toy at the ports between June and July for poisonous lead levels, one of the most frequent violations. Internal records show. In August, port inspectors report that total monthly activity amounted to about 47 screenings for all hazards. That's less than 2% of a typical month before the pandemic hit.
CSI, CSPC, no,
CPSC.
CSI.
Port Authority.
Oh, CSI, CPSC, PI?
PA.
PA. One more time. CSI,
CPSC,
PA. That show, it's on after SWAT. It is so intense. What is it? Well, it's a bunch of guys like at home, like
it's
napping.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission.
They're home napping.
Port Authority, but they have been sent home for the... Now, as of this month, the records show that inspectors were still not working in 5 of the 18 ports they normally patrol, including major commerce hubs in Chicago, New York, and Savannah, Georgia.
Let it through.
This is going to be an ER-filled Christmas.
Oh, my God.
Right?
We haven't even, but there's no beds. Kids coming in like magnets in their throats, like, they're on fire. All these kids are on fire. Jackets. Handlebars broken off, just stuck in kids. This handlebar's in his shoulder blade. What happened? Well, bikes came into Savannah.
Port Authority
6,000 broken handlebar bikes came into Savannah, and all the kids in Savannah have handlebar shoulder now. We can't get it out. How much lead is in these products? Go to sleep, honey. Take your doll. Take your lead baby doll.
Why do people love to put lead in shit so bad? What's up with that?
I don't know what
It's cheap.
It's fun just to see what happens.
It's fun. See if you can get it through.
If you can get it. Oh, we got it through? Yeah, there's no one's been there for 9 months.
We got through.
A little bit of a mistake probably there.
Humongous mistake.
Kind of letting in all that. I mean, when they're watching, it's coming in and killing everybody and doing shit.
We report on the ones that make it through.
So they just were like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's nap. When do we nap?
When do
they
we
always
get
say,
to
I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll sleep during COVID. We'll figure it out.
When do we get to nap? Come back for 838.
I guess, well, it's because... Yeah, come back for 8:38.
What were you going to say?
I'm just saying, if this is like, I won't be able to because I'll be crying. I mean, this probably is the last show we're doing in this apartment.
I think so. And I mean, I know we talked about it last week and it felt, it feels...
It's insane. We've been doing this show here for 15 years. I've been living here for 20 years. What's happened in life, and listen, that's all... That we've been in this apartment for almost 15 years. If this is the last podcast episode that happens in this apartment, man, that's heavy shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's
more than likely it.
I'm
just trying to fight.
I've done it longer than anything
trying to get
in
back
my life.
in here. I'm trying to,
It's the longest I've done anything.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, how can anyone do anything this long?
I've played guitar longer, but that doesn't count.
So, yeah, that's crazy. February of 2006 was a long time ago.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, in all the ways, in all the quantum ways, and all like the real fucking day-to-day ways. That's a long time ago. But I love you, and I'm proud of you, and I'm super stoked for this launch, and I'm going to be all up in it. And we did it. You proposed an idea in the beginning of 2005, and then around Thanksgiving of 2005, we kind of like started to really solidify it through the holidays, through Christmas, so around this time, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then we did a couple, and then we watched the Super Bowl that year at your old man's house, and he was like, you need to put an episode up. Whatever one you did, you need to put it up, because if you don't, you'll just keep getting together and doing it. And we listened to him, and then we put that up in February, and now it's coming around again. We gotta save
that for fucking February.
What's up?
We gotta save this for this walk down for February.
Yeah.
But it does feel, I mean, this is it. This is we've only done it here, man. I mean, we've done live shows. But this is it. It's gonna be a trip. But I mean, I think it's totally.
Is that okay? Is it? Should
you keep it?
that's is it too? Is it? Do we have to
Listen,
do
people
it here
were like,
forever?
people were like, the Sundance and the fucking apartment in 1 year is
How
too
the
much.
fuck you think I feel?
I know.
I mean, you want to talk about fucking?
I think it might be too weird to do that.
You think it's too weird
It might be too weird for me.
to just keep coming here? It
very-
might be time to mix it up.
I think that's.
Start the next 15
One would
years.
think that that's what the universe is indicating.
The universe, if you
Otherwise,
listen.
we have to we have to furnish this place, but with like dummy, like we're gonna go to like out of the
dummy
closet.
furniture. Yeah. Come on, what are you talking about here? It's Hollywood. Get some set decorators in here and do this.
I think if I don't get out now, I'll never.
You'll
get
never.
out.
Well, that's my plan. Coming the first.
Somebody
week
also said, "What if I move in?
of, amazing.
I could just
And then we
take it
switch
over."
it. You sit here and I sit there.
That's what's up.
Wait a
You
minute.
want to fucking get crazy? Then it's
Wait
my
a
living
minute.
room.
Yeah.
For another
And
15
I'm a
years.
guest and I sit in that spot.
Another 15
And I watch
years.
my tongue when I'm here. And I
You
open.
watch your fucking tongue. You watch your tone.
You clean up.
You take your goddamn shoes off when you get to the door.
Put on the little booties at the least. First week of January, limited time flavor, new from Frito-Lay. Lay's Game Day Chili potato chips. I assume that these Game Day Chili potato chips will be for the NFL playoffs. I wish the New Orleans Saints all the best in the playoffs. I don't imagine I'll be joining you. Stranger things have happened in the final 3 weeks of a season, but let's.
But I think it's safe to say also that if my guys don't make a real run at it this year, that might be a wrap with this.
We never know.
This current,
Just saying, in
current
this run,
regime.
I wish your boys the best
Thank
of
you.
luck. Have some game day chili from Lay's, and
I
we'll see.
will.
We'll see what happens. These are game
Let
day.
the best man win.
Let the best chip win. I mean, team win. And yeah, when we do shows again, this was 8:37. So 838. Oh, that beautiful palindrome. Ooh, just that beautiful. The symmetry of that. 838 will come to you physically, psychologically, from an undisclosed new Hollywood location.
New year.
New year. Who
New
dis?
Year Hollywood location.
Who dis?
New Year.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Who dis? No longer an East Hollywood location.
No longer in East Hollywood. Will more than likely be coming to you from South Hollywood. They call Soho. You know how it is.
You know
I
how
mean, they
we-
literally do call it South. I'm like, guys,
Since when?
because there's so much construction of condos in Hollywood up by Sunset, and that they called the area that's just north of Hancock Park. They've given it the moniker South Hollywood.
There you
Hey,
have it.
baby, where I'm from, it's Hollywood.
Straight up. That's Hollywood proper.
It's Hollywood proper. You want to call it Soho?
You do.
You. I go through a walk in this neighborhood. I actually do go south into Hancock Park. Beautiful homes. But I live in Hollywood.
What's your other option? Go north and
Go north
die?
and get cut? Oh my God, dude's on BMX riding real slow.
Fucking Tangerine.
Yeah.
Reenact the scene from Tangerine.
Yeah, holy shit. They do that where they're on the BMX and they're weaving and looking.
Weaving and looking.
Weaving and looking with a little radio. I hear those ring ding ding. They don't try to fuck me. Like they put that on like it's gonna 105.1 the country station playing Christmas music. Like I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Just a
Riding.
little old dude on a kid's BMX bike doing big old Stranger Thing turns. Don't worry about me. You better walk south.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Hey, 2021.
Best year ever.
Best year ever. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.